All right, now we should have sound. Hopefully, everybody can find the new stream. I killed it real quick just so they're not sitting here listening to, or I guess not listening to us have audio problems. Let me get my Rive chat rebooted. All right, now we should have sound.
Oh,
Yep.
I can hear you.
Hey, Sarah.
What up,
First
girl?
one back.
What up, girl?
Sound should be working now.
Yep, she says she can hear us. So,
All right. Yeah, I gotta fire this damn producer. You know.
we didn't throw enough rocks at him today, so.
Yeah. He's just in the corner waving some crazy flag from the Middle East, screaming at me. But too early. All right. Anyways, welcome back. Sorry for the quick technical difficulty. At least we got it working quick, not an hour from now. But you already know what it is. Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. And in case you missed the first 30 seconds of the last one, we've all had a hangover week, it sounds like. Charlie went hard Tuesday, felt it all the way through dinner time on Wednesday.
Yeah, me and you both went hard on Tuesday then.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's just still not over it.
There's a lot of vodka. I went through so much vodka and beer.
Vodka and beer.
Yeah.
It's a match made in hell.
Okay, what kind
that
of what
night.
kind of vodka? What kind of beer?
Tastes like chicken
Oh,
vodka
yeah.
and Bud Light.
Oh, so Charlie's gay now,
We all knew it.
or trans, or whatever Bud Light is. I don't know.
Yeah, good job for getting that one completely wrong, but it's fine. No one fucking cares anymore.
I don't think did anybody actually fucking care to begin with? I didn't. Like,
No.
if Bud Light's on sale, I'll buy a case of it to throw in the garage fridge. I don't drink a lot of beer.
It has no fucking flavor. It's great to drink after shots and whatever.
No, it's sex in a canoe. It's fucking close to water. So. But yeah, I'm drinking High Life right now, actually, for beer. Can get
Ooh.
shout out to Womb Raider. I know he's a High Life guy.
Yeah, boy.
Champagne of beer.
Champagne of beer. Yes.
Sarah, yes, there's a vodka called Tastes Like Chicken, and it doesn't taste like chicken, but it says vodka's vodka and everything tastes like chicken. And so that's the name that they used for it. And it's $9.99 a liter. And it's not fucking bad for a fucking cheap vodka.
I
So
can find this.
I like it.
Tastes like chicken vodka. First thing that comes up on the Google machine. TLC.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Got a rooster on the front.
Cock.
The last time I drank anything with a rooster on the front was one of my wife's friends. We went over to their house and they had some sort of like cockfight rum or something they brought back from vacation in Mexico, and it tasted good. And then I woke up at like 2 o'clock the next morning at their house on a completely deflated air mattress. And
Like air
again,
mattresses do.
just still hammered drunk when I went back to sleep. Obviously, didn't even bother blowing up the air mattress. I just slept on the floor because luckily I think we were still in our 20s without kids when you can do that kind of shit. It did not affect you. But yeah, that was one of those. I felt that for a solid 3 days afterwards. So.
I don't think I've ever done anything with a chicken, but I've done stuff with a turkey on it.
Well, you got wild turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Been a long time since I've had that either. Like, that's one of those things I see it at the store and I just keep walking.
Like calls to you, but you're like, nope. Not today.
Maybe I should get back into it because like Matthew McConaughey is like the brand ambassador for wild turkey now.
No shit.
Yeah, and McConaughey would never do us wrong.
Never. It's a man
That
of
Long
true
Branch is pretty
class.
fucking good.
Long Branch, was that his
Mhm.
brand?
It's the wild turkey
Oh,
thing he did with them, which is not bad.
yeah. I think when he did that first commercial for Wild Turkey, I think Andre 3000 maybe was also in it, and Ross did a really good dub over of it. That was really funny. You should go check that out. It's probably somewhere buried deep on the Drinking Bros Instagram or something. But Jake, yeah, then you went hard on Tuesday, huh?
Yeah, no. So I saw Fallen in Averse and Avenged Sevenfold, and I bought the concert venue shaker drink that they sell,
Mm-hmm.
which is just a plastic shaker filled with vodka and fruit juice. And
Ooh.
I went and had that, slammed it, smoked 2 joints, and then went and bought a Smirnoff Ice, and then slammed that. And then some ladies made me take a drink of their drink that had like 12 shots in it. And that was fucking god awful. And that sent me over the top, and I ended up like passing out standing up. And then I threw up like everywhere in front of me.
Like
I was
while,
sober. It was
while
fucking
in
beautiful.
the crowd? Like while in the
Oh, yeah.
crowd you threw up?
Yeah.
Man. To be young again. But
And
did
then
you
I was
rally?
just instantly
Was it one of
sober.
those pukes though that now you're able to rally back up and finish the
Oh
night?
yeah, no. Falling in Reverse went right on stage as soon as I puked, and it was just bam.
So it all worked out in the end.
Oh yeah.
Until Wednesday morning, I'm sure. That's when you start
Oh, yeah.
feeling it. Yeah.
I hated myself Wednesday morning.
I mean, I hate myself most mornings, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, and then I had to go to class. And I was like,
Are you guys morning people?
normally, yeah.
Like I'm
I
not
mean, it
terrible.
depends
I'm not
How
terrible.
early are we talking?
I don't know.
Are we talking like before noon or like
Oh,
what's morning
that's not
here?
morning. Like if you had a job where you had to wake up to be there by like 8, you know. Cause I'm not bad if I'm left alone. I could wake up at any time, really, in the morning, you know. And if I'm left alone, I'm fine. I'm solid. I can get going. But like the slightest inconvenience from like one of my kids or something at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm just like, God damn it, you know.
Damn, and 6:30 is the time I start calling and bugging people.
I try not to. But you know, sometimes you just gotta make those texts, you know. So, don't know. Definitely, I've been taking it easy on the booze lately, so the mornings haven't been too terrible, for the most part, you know. But yeah. Anyways, we're here. Off air, I was talking to Jake about I've been listening to audiobooks lately. Yeah,
Sorry.
great.
They're going nuts in the live chat
I
right
can
now.
tell. I keep seeing Charlie like giggling.
Alex is naked. So is Elijah.
As they should
Tennessee
be.
thinks I'm topless.
Everybody always thinks you're topless, Charlie.
Got it like it.
Oh, right before we went on air, I was in the live chat for the Eskimo Bros podcast guys. They do live watches for Thursday Night Football, and they wanted
Oh, fuck yeah.
They wanted me to tell you guys what up, and they're still waiting for Charlie to come on their show.
Well, they asked, but we never. They were like, "Well, eventually do it," and I was like, "Let me know." And I'm still letting that let me know.
You're still waiting for them to let you know.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, we can schedule something."
Yeah, but yeah, if you guys haven't found them, they're pretty fun. I've had them on this show before. I've been on their show. They're just two dudes from Texas that have blown loads, and a lot of the same women that they watch sports and get drunk. Yes, Charlie, that's why they're called the Eskimo Bros podcast.
I mean, it's just kind of like.
See, I wondered the lore about it. to
Was
be
it on
honest.
purpose?
Yes,
Or
it was. That's
it
what I
on
asked them.
accident?
That's what I asked them when I went on their show. And I told him that, they're both from Texas, so the Eskimo thing is weird. And at that point in the show, I told them they were both too sober to be Inuits. So then they must have just slept with a lot of the same women. And that's what it was, I guess, throughout their lifetimes. They became friends later on in life. And as they were talking about their conquests through life, they realized that they had kind of gone through the same bar rats that each other had, So,
That's always funny as shit when you're talking to someone. Like, since I don't work there anymore, I could say this. One of my old coworkers at my last job, me and him were talking one day, and it turns out my high school ex, what made us fucking Eskimo brothers.
dope. Did you guys like swap game plans and shit? And,
Oh yeah, no, we like talked all about it. It was fucking hilarious.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever. I'm sure I have. I went through a phase, me, DG4L, so I'm sure I have, but, I'm a gentleman. I only talk about my shit on podcasts, not to other people in public. So,
Save it for the show.
yeah, it's all content. That's all I think about all day. Is just save it for content,
If you want to know about it, watch my show.
Watch my show.
And I'll be sitting there thinking about shit and laughing, and people are like, "What?" I'm just getting ideas of stupid shit I could say.
Yeah, I gotta write this down. So yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I do not think about anything before I come on this podcast.
I typically don't either. About 15 minutes before, I go on Yahoo News just to find juicy celebrity gossip or something to talk about in case we need to. Speaking of which, I did see right before the show that Travis Kelce's mom has like 250,000 Instagram followers now. And she just hangs out with Taylor Swift all day. So
That's insane.
that'd be
There's a lot of
dope.
Fucking insane people out there.
That'd be dope. I know she's in T Swift's in Kansas City tonight, so everybody's going nuts over that. The thing I don't get is,
Broncos are gonna win this.
I'm not gonna fucking lie.
do what?
But go on. I don't get fucking Taylor Swift, but go on.
I don't get it. I mean, her music, 22 comes on the
Okay. She is okay.
22 comes on the radio, and it's catchy,
But I feel the same thing about Beyonce. I'm like, Beyonce was never that fucking popular. Like, did they sell their soul to Satan? And
She might have.
like that's how they got so big? Because they were never that fucking popular, and all of a sudden this is like exploded. It's like, where
Yeah.
the fuck did this come from? Because
I
no,
don't know. Have you seen what our friend Sean was posting a few days ago with the ex high priestess of the Satanic Temple that looked exactly like Taylor Swift?
the daughter of Anton,
LaVey.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no,
saw something about that, and they are doppelgangers. That's wild.
no, I haven't seen that. I love Sean, and their podcast is
don't-
good, but he gets way too deep into shit.
I don't know who the guy was they were with, but all they were saying was, like, if you listen to the songs, you are involved with it, is what they were talking about.
Oh yeah, is she
Um,
is her music like somehow entrancing all of us to? Is like some sort
I
of
have
witch's
no
spell?
idea what the context of like what those people were talking about. It was just a quick clip, so it's kind of like they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. So
I wasn't paying attention to that.
I don't think it's
just like,
all music. But the fact that she she writes her own songs, I don't know.
See, I don't get the hype, I guess. I understand, I can see why her music is catchy and popular. She is not that hot. I'm not going to say she's not attractive, but she's not that hot. But I also have to say, I don't get Travis Kelce. I look at him
I
and I'm
get
like,
it.
I don't see it. I don't see the attraction to Travis Kelce that women have.
I don't see it from a woman's standpoint. I see it from a
I mean,
degenerate
he's a decent
standpoint.
face. And he's massive, so you don't need fucking much.
I
And then the
know.
way he acts, probably
Maybe
it's
it's the
probably
mustache that he has now. I can't get into. It's kind of a dirtbaggy.
But Taylor Swift does not have a good repertoire of attractive looking guys. Let's be honest.
She typically goes twink. She typically goes for the Twinkie guys,
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this is
very
like
run of the mill white dudes, and it's just kind of like, yeah, this is
Baba boom.
on par.
this has got to be though probably the guy she's dated that's gotten the most public attention, right? Like people weren't going fucking all crazy when she was dating like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, she was
I
super
think-
fucking
Is it
young
only
then,
because
though. She
Travis
was,
Kelce is like
22.
on TV once a week?
So I have a theory about this one. I think the NFL's ratings were doing really bad because of the social justice warrior stance they took a few years ago when they
Maybe
lost
really
a lot of their
bad by
fan base.
really bad in relative to what they were, but the NFL is the only thing people were fucking watching last year.
But
Yeah.
I think they're trying to draw the younger audience in because the NFL's fan base is aging.
Could be. Could be. So you think this is all set up? Like this is a setup that they're not
Yeah,
actually dating?
exactly like Jackson Mahomes. Like his whole shit was their PR team for the Kansas City Chiefs telling him to go act like an idiot on TikTok, and it gets everyone talking about him. And when everyone's talking about him, they're talking about his brother, and when they're talking about his brother, they're talking about the team.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything positive when it came to Jackson, though.
Yeah, but
And then his
you know,
wife, too.
all
That
press
became
is good
extremely
press,
negative.
Oh, Brittany Mahomes is the most annoying bitch on the planet. Fucking
Right.
my kid loves that quarterback show, and like they'll show her like Patrick Mahomes like throws a 3-yard pass, and she is just like screaming and beating on the glass, going nuts. And you watch it. By the end of the game, it's literally like her, Jackson, and like her friend on like one side of the suite, and then everybody else is just migrated over to the other side. But
So whose breakup do you think's gonna be worse?
oh yeah,
Travis and Taylor's or Brittany and Taylor's?
I think I don't know. They're not really covering a lot of Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift, other than like that one night that like I'm assuming Taylor Swift like pity invited her out with like Sophia Turner and Blake Lively or something. You haven't really heard much about it then, so I'm guessing that was kind of the end of that. You know.
I could really give a less shit. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Fuck all of them. With a cactus. I don't care.
Not a lot of cactuses in Kansas City. Maybe with a barbecue.
They go fucking
rib.
buy one at a fucking
Yeah.
nursery. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I don't know. Also was talking to Jake about this off air. I've gotten into audiobooks now, like because my drive to work has gotten like 20 minutes longer. And I listen to a lot of like Vince Flynn and Brad Thor stuff, like fiction, thriller, spy, I guess spy thriller stuff, but they're narrated by like the same two dudes, one of which is like an old English dude, and another is a middle-aged, I think maybe English guy, Armand Schultz. But the one I'm listening to now, one of the main characters, like she's from India and like her whole arc is set in India. So he does like a pretty stereotypical Indian accent for a lot of these characters. So I'm like, is that racist? Because I mean, like The Simpsons got canceled for it. Why is he allowed to do it on an audiobook?
They didn't get canceled for it. I think he just stopped doing it, like himself, to be
No,
like.
they're
getting
coming
ahead
after they
of-
were coming after Apu, and then yeah, Hank Azaria, like bent.
Yeah,
to
there's like
that.
a Vice documentary, The Problem with Apu, right?
Right. Like,
No, that was the guy from Flagrant 2's podcast. Or was it Bring Back a Poo or something like that?
I'd imagine Flagrant 2 is probably trying to bring back Apu.
No, one of the guys from there. It was his stand-up title.
Oh, I don't know.
Akash.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I just wonder, is like, is there somebody out there that's pissed off about an old English guy doing a stereotypical Indian accent?
I feel like it'd be more of a problem for an old Englishman to do it than a white guy from the United States. You know,
Probably.
seems like there's a little more implication, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, especially from an English colonialist, you know? But I don't know. Charlie, you doing okay?
No.
No.
Nope.
Why is Charlie mad this evening?
What? No, I'm
Did
not, man.
Did Taylor Swift piss you off?
This is the fucking hangover, man. This is. I fucked myself, dude. This is from that.
Well, maybe put the taste like chicken away for a week or two and just stick to
Yeah,
brown liquors or something.
Switch to beer. It's better.
What do you mean brand liquor? It's not a
Brown.
brand?
Brown.
Brown.
Oh, they said brand liquors. Well, what?
Brown, like a poo.
You're so Texan, you hear it in accent? Fuck.
Maybe I fucking do, Dick. Maybe I fucking do.
But yeah. And yeah, MC in the chat. Oh, what's up, Charlie? People want to know what's wrong with Charlie.
Just hungover, man.
You're still hungover.
Too
I
much
fucked
chicken.
myself up. And I didn't eat yesterday because I was fucked up from it.
So go get a shot. And
I already did.
just like the most ratchet food you've got in your pantry somewhere.
I already got Buffalo Wild Wings.
Got Wild Wings. Boneless or
I
bone
already
in?
tried everything.
Wild Wings, I don't know, as hangover food. Maybe like some somewhat mild boneless wings that don't take a lot of effort.
Or a burger.
Yes, BOGO boneless.
Bogo
Thursday.
boneless. Oh.
So that's what I got.
Oh, what'd you get? Caribbean jerk? Lemon pepper?
No, I get it on the side and I get like 4 different sauces. So I get garlic parm, I got the medium hot barbecue because it's back and I didn't know it was a limited sauce and I love it. And then I got the blazing because I hate myself. But they changed it from the Carolina Reaper. It's not as good. It's a lot sweeter. I don't like that.
Ooh. Is it like a honey one now?
No, it was like blazing something. I can't remember. So it still has the heat, but there's like a sweetness to it, and I'm not a huge fan of that. I like the mango habanero, but
Yeah. I haven't been to a Wild Wings in a long time. Last time we used to go a lot. And then the last couple of times we went, it just like wasn't great.
the quality has gotten so shit. This is the first time I've had it in a long time,
I will
and it's
say,
only because they brought the hot barbecue back.
I did have an image in my mind of me being hungover and getting the garlic parmesan sauce, and that made me a little queasy. I don't know if I can handle that hungover.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't like my stomach wasn't as fucked up today, so I could handle it and it was good. But I could only like those nuggets were fucking big. So I got like 3 of them down, and I was like, I can't eat anymore. So at least this is going to last for like 2 days. That's cool. This is a massive meal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things like if it takes over 3 days for your poop to become solid again, you know you overdid it, you know?
That's completely non-existent because I really haven't eaten much food in the last 2
but it's
days.
just like
So
it's
like
just like that
there's
toxic
nothing.
sludge coming out of you.
there is nothing coming out of me.
It's like that oily color.
It's just it's just like ugh. It's not like water, but it's not solid either. You know? Oof.
Looks like a hot tub. Ugh.
Yeah. Oof. Gross.
Yeah, no, I'm all disappointed because I went to fucking Popeyes and I asked them for buffalo and they gave me hot sauce and honey and ketchup.
It's disappointing. I haven't
Do
gone
they
to a
have
Popeyes in a
buffalo
long time,
sauce
really.
at Popeyes?
Yeah, they got Bayou buffalo.
Oh,
So what is
maybe they were out.
what is the go-to hangover food though?
Mexican food is usually
Yeah.
it's the
I was
best.
gonna say
Yeah.
Nice, greasy fucking Mexican food, bitch. Ew.
there's this place called Sadie's here. If anyone who works there ever fucking hears this, I just want you to know that's where I go when I'm hungover, and I fucking love you guys. All right, thank you.
I know. Can you only
Mhm.
imagine if there was a Taco John's right now for Charlie?
Oh,
Not
dude, she'd be soaking
that.
that alcohol.
Mexican
With
food.
fucking-
Actual Mexican food.
No,
Not
you'd be
fucking
soaking up the fucking alcohol with those potato olays, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, that would be amazing, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, like with like hungover, like the Mexican food I was thinking of, like enchiladas, rice, beans, fucking taco,
Mm.
chips and salsa with some fucking queso.
Mhm.
God, yeah.
Do you do like red or green enchiladas, or do you just do cheese?
Yeah, I have sauce on them, you fucking psychopath. Who doesn't
asking-
have enchiladas with
Charlie's
sauce?
just eating dry enchiladas.
What's that?
Without sauce, wouldn't it just be like a
Just like the
tortilla with meat in it?
Tortilla, the cheese on top.
It'd be like the
Or
sad.
do you mean like like drenched in queso?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay. You can't just say cheese because I'm gonna think like like the melted cheese that they
Oh
also
my
put
god,
on there.
I forget your ass is fucking from Texas, so you can't hear cheese without thinking, what the
Sorry, I hit my table.
fuck? You good? It sounded like you banged your fucking knee.
No, I just hit it with my foot.
Oh,
Sorry.
wait.
No, what? No. Like they top it with shredded cheese. The fuck are you talking about?
I can still.
I'm-
I know they do the same shit in fucking New Mexico.
I
At
know.
least
No,
at
but-
fucking Clovis. Shut the fuck up, dude.
No. I forget when I say cheese, I have to be specific with queso for you guys.
Yeah. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, it's not the same fucking type of cheese. So you kind of do have to be a little specific, and that's a good way to do it. Queso, and then
Cheese
put-
is fucking cheese, Charlie.
obviously not if you were like, oh yeah, it's different. I have to say queso for you to think queso, the fucking liquid cheese instead of shredded cheese that you melt on top. Oh god.
Evil Ginger in the chat said she wants some sausage biscuits or sausage gravy and biscuits right now. That's solid hangover food. Maybe that's
Yeah,
because
that
I'm
is.
from the
That or-
South.
Chicken fried steak.
Just anything covered in like that breakfast sausage gravy. One time I did this at North Carolina
deep.
at Bojangles because my typical thing there was the Cajun filet biscuit, which is like a spicy chicken biscuit. One time I got that, and for some reason they put in a container of the gravy from Biscuits and Gravy. So I totally had like a Cajun filet biscuit just completely covered in sausage gravy. And it might have been the most orgasmic breakfast I've ever had in my life.
And it's hard to beat that for sure.
A good B&G. But I remember I didn't have biscuits and gravy until I was like a senior in high school because my parents never made it because they're not from the South. So I always assumed it was like breakfast biscuits, but with like brown gravy you put on like mashed potatoes. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't sound good at all.
No, it's the white gravy. See, I didn't have it growing up either. And so I didn't have it until 2015 for the first time.
Man, you're missing out.
I mean, not really. But it was good.
I feel like
But other breakfast foods are just as good to me. Like I'm not a big gravy person, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't love bread. So like give me some bacon and fucking pancakes or some shit.
bread is the greatest thing on God's earth. Some like
That's
toasted
debatable.
sourdough.
I would say meat. I would
Meat and bread.
definitely eat a cow's ass before I would eat a fucking loaf of bread.
Oh no, man! Some warm sourdough.
I can do
Even
it.
just warm bread in general. Fuck.
Or what about like the Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster?
Okay, well, yes, of course you're gonna eat those, but
That's
like
bread.
just every day, I'm like, I don't eat bread every day.
Or the rolls with the honey butter from like any steakhouse ever.
Texas Roadhouse bread, Charlie.
Well, yeah, but I don't eat that shit every day.
That
don't
roll
eat that
from
shit
Outback that they
every
give
day.
you.
Oh, the roll
Don't
from
eat
Outback
Outback.
though. I've had so many like you'll be like out with friends or people at Outback and they bring out the bread and it's not sliced. You have to slice it yourself. So I was always like weird about like, can I touch the bread with my bare hands to cut it? Like, is that gonna freak people out? You know?
Yeah, I don't love that.
So I had to like maneuver around that. Like I didn't give a fuck if somebody touched it, you know. But I mean, I was like, I don't know. So like, there's plenty of awkward moment of me trying to cut that fucking loaf of bread at Outback Steakhouse.
Well, let me paint a picture for you when you're talking about people touching the bread. And it always depends on like who opened the door when you went in and who's touching the table because a lot of surfaces like that, like did you go get gas before and who pumped that gas? Because guess what? Gas pumps have a ridiculous amount of fecal matter on them.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't wash their hands after they wipe their ass and shit, and there is poop particles on your fucking hands. So then they're taking their shit fingers and literally putting it on the food you're about to eat.
Yeah, but you're making those worries in a society that now will just eat a random stranger's butthole in a bar bathroom.
Yeah, no, that's E. coli.
I was like,
You know.
Charlie, you have no idea the degenerate shit I've fucking done to the point where that is nothing. I've put worse in my mouth.
Y'all are fucking disgusting then.
Well, we're guys. We're fucking guys. You know how many times like my wife's like, "Oh, I haven't showered." Like, I don't give a fuck. You know?
Some fucking seasoning on there.
It's absolutely not the same thing as compared to your wife's asshole, but fine. Fine. You can make that point.
I think
An
I think
asshole's an asshole,
I
Charlie.
think
No, the
directly
fuck it's not.
I think directly putting my tongue on somebody's asshole would equate to. I mean, I don't know if it's the same as licking a gas pump because those things are fucking disgusting. Which is actually that I will say one thing I have done in my adult life is, well, it's handy that I have kids, so now I always keep a pack of baby wipes in my car just because it comes in handy, especially when it comes to like gas pumps. So I'll definitely like have a baby wipe hand gasket between me and the gas pump while I'm pumping gas. But the crazy thing is, I don't
People
really,
like condom.
I don't worry about my hand going on anything else, you know. Especially like you wash your hands in a gas station bathroom, and you just open the door.
That's why you use the paper towel to open it and then throw it in the trash. Because they usually have the trash can by the door for that reason.
And that's the bathroom's fancy, like at a Maverick, and they got the little foot pull thing.
Foot
Mhm.
pull.
Yep. Or a push outdoor, and you can shoulder it. You know,
Or just kick the fuck out of it and hope there's not a small child on the other side.
I kick the fuck out of it, hoping there's a small child. Fuck that kid. He should know what's going on. The hinge is on the outside. Give it space.
Situational awareness saves lives.
I know. I'm just teaching that kid. Heads up, dude. No, understand your surroundings. Plan ahead.
So I get so mad that they put those big ass nets up at minor league games
Do they?
for like the foul balls. At least here they put like a big ass net for the foul balls because they kept like fucking knocking kids out.
Yeah, killing old ladies. Didn't that happen a couple of years ago? Like in a Major League Baseball game? Like some old lady took one to the face.
She died?
Think so.
Holy shit, I didn't know she died.
But I mean, she was like 80, so I mean, she was pretty.
That'd be a hell of a way to go.
She was dead anyways. You know, she was on borrowed time. So I mean,
She had another good 10 years in
taking
Senate. I don't know what
taking
you're
a
talking
baseball to the face and just like not see it coming. Worst ways to go, I guess. You know, probably better than the whatever, bone cancer she had or something. Emphysema from, unfiltered cigarettes for her entire life.
Those camels, the fucking camel Turkish blends.
No, she was 80. They didn't have that shit back then. It was fucking
And there's so many fucking chemicals in those filters and shit. That might not be the worst thing to do, to be completely honest.
what, to filter cigarettes or unfilter the cigarettes?
Unfilter. It's probably even better if you roll your own and have your own tobacco.
Probably. I mean, it's not necessarily tobacco is the issue. It's all
I
the
mean,
other
you'll
shit they
definitely
put in
die
it.
from it one day because, I mean, you're smoking and that's not good for your lungs, but, you probably live to be old as shit.
Hmm.
But all the bullshit that they put in
God
cigarettes now,
damn
it's
it,
like,
Womb.
well, yeah, it's really bad.
Well, not her first ball to the face.
Lucky Strike filterless.
Yeah. That'd be a thing. Which, Jake, are you still smoking the Lucky Strikes?
No, I stopped smoking again.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I actually figured you for more of a P-Funk dude. Parliaments.
No, I really like American Spirits. Like that's my preferred brand when I do smoke.
American spirits are nice because they don't have any of the bullshit in them, do they?
I don't know.
Just natural tobacco,
Okay.
apparently.
They don't have any of like the additive bullshit
Allegedly.
like Marlboro does.
Yeah, no, it's organic.
And I'm assuming by the packaging it's rolled by Native Americans. Because they're an Indian
Native
Probably not.
Americans in China.
Yeah. I don't know. Native Americans in the middle of North Carolina where all cigarettes
The
are made.
original Native Americans because they came from Asia. Their ancestors, technically.
Yeah. There's actually a really good softcore history episode about how what we know as Native Americans came here and wiped out the indigenous population that was here before. So,
Yeah, the fucking what's the word they call?
But this was also like,
The Anasazis.
you know, this was like 50,000 years ago or something nuts like that. Before they knew anything about casinos or rolling cigarettes.
Back when the tobacco was still organic.
I was gonna say they might be smoking something. Get past them.
Yeah, I wonder where like, who's the first person to smoke tobacco? You ever think about that? You ever like just have those weird moments? You're like, who's the first person to look at a chicken and be like, that thing's ugly as fuck, but I bet it tastes good.
I mean, being pretty fucking desperate.
I'm
usually.
more interested in the people who figured out what stuff gets you high. Because those ancient psychonauts were doing some fucking amazing shit.
Yeah, or like, I mean, I know like coffee was kind of discovered by, like Yemenis goats eating the coffee beans and getting all fucking crazy.
Just going bug fuck.
Yeah, so that's when like, hey, I'm tired. Maybe I should eat some of these things. And then coffee was
It's like,
born. I read a whole
Well,
book
then
Hey,
about
it's
coffee.
like roasting it and then grinding it up and then mixing it with water and like how
Yeah,
you found sense to
I
do
read a whole
that.
book about the history of coffee, and essentially Catholicism is responsible for coffee not being popular in England. Because at one point it was, and like coffee bars were like as popular as bars, and then
Pubs.
for whatever religiously political reason, the Pope said that like coffee is from the devil, and banned it for
It's because
Catholic.
the Etrians and the Egyptians were real big on coffee.
Okay. You know, pretty wild. I like
I
coffee.
was gonna say, speaking of that, like I got to see some people who were from Etria. It's like right next to Egypt. Make their coffee this weekend. It was pretty fucking cool.
Is it Etria
like
or Eritrea? Or is,
Etria?
or is Eritrea a different place?
They were saying Etria, so
I don't know. I want a geography bee like in fourth grade. I should know everything about
I
geography.
mean, it's not like the United States calls places different things than the natives do, so it could just be something
Japan.
like that. Deutschland and Germany,
Japan.
Yipon.
I started learning German once. Didn't stick. It's a very aggressive language.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no wonder they like so pissed off they tried to take over the world twice. When you're just like constant, like ordering, just trying to order coffee. It sounds like you're getting screamed at by somebody.
yeah. Tone. Not everyone's doing it in an aggressive tone. It can sound
Everything
aggressive,
comes
but,
out
like,
aggressively. You know,
well, I mean,
when's
Elliot
last
on Scrubs said it best. You can either be like the mean Fraulein or the mean milkmaid, or no, what was it? Like you could be the milkmaid or the mean bitch.
Yeah.
There's two.
Womb said back in the day in Turkey, a wife could get a divorce if the husband didn't provide enough coffee. Same could be said today. If your wife's not a morning person, there's no coffee, divorces can happen.
If you ain't getting her Starbucks, she's gonna leave you for someone who does.
If she drinks Starbucks, get the fuck rid of her anyway.
Get that bitch some pumpkin spice before she stabs you, you know? Yeah, Starbucks coffee sucks though. I think
It's fucking awful.
that's why they have so many of the like the bullshit coffees there, because their
That's why it's
actual
packed
coffee
with fucking
sucks.
sugar that's gonna fuck your kidneys because they have to put it in some other flavoring other than their shit coffee that's way too fucking expensive.
Yeah, no, that's why I started just buying the canned Black Rifles because I found a dollar store or Dollar Tree that has them for $1.25, and it's
Yeah,
fucking
Yeah.
it's the thing to do right there.
I went down a coffee rabbit hole for a while. Became like a coffee nerd and had like all the different ways to make coffee. You know,
yeah. No, I really see you as a pour over guy.
I do like pour over. French press is probably my favorite. But like 6 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, like I'm not waiting around. I just have my drip machine with the timer on it that I get ready the night before, and coffee is there.
Mm.
You know,
That's the best thing. Waking up and then like it already being there, and that's the first thing that like you do is just drink that coffee.
I go full Michael Scott and put strips of bacon underneath it. So I wake up to the smell of coffee and bacon. You know, the bacon's not always cooked, you know, but you know, it keeps me regular.
I knew someone that actually had their coffee maker in their bedroom. Fuck off, Elijah.
Fuck yeah, Elijah, I'm with you on that one.
Once again, why pay more for something if I don't have to?
Sure.
If it tastes the same to me as the stuff that's $20 and more.
So for people
It just
listening,
tastes the exact same.
Elijah in the chat is giving Charlie shit. The woman who drinks 9.99 liters of vodka is complaining that Starbucks will mess up your kidneys. Fair.
Yes, pump the fucking sugar. I wasn't talking about my liver.
I mean, what were you mixing the vodka with?
Seltzer water.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we do.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we do. I do a big fan
Flavored
of
seltzer water.
vodka and limoncello LaCroix.
Ooh, that one is so good.
I got this one was grapefruit flavored. So it's not as sweet, but you have a little bit, but it's not like the bitter grapefruit. That went down really smooth. Because some of them can be overly sweet.
I like
I love
vodka
that.
with the lime one. That's
the
really
lime
good.
LaCroix. Yeah, or the key lime, if you can get it.
Ooh, I haven't been able to find that one in a while.
Because the key lime, almost like the limoncello, it doesn't actually, I don't think it actually tastes like key lime. It's not sour. It almost like lime with a very small hint of vanilla. So where the limoncello is
Interesting.
lemon and vanilla, it's pretty good. For those out
Yeah,
there.
no,
looking for
lately I've
something
been
new.
really big too on the Waterloo watermelons with vodka.
William, the problem with vodka lemonades, like an Arnold Palmer, which is actually known as, have you ever had sweet tea vodka, like the Firefly vodka with lemonade? It's really good. It's called John Daly. But you drink enough of those, you wake up in the fucking morning feeling like John Daly. All that goddamn sugar. Oof. Probably the worst hangover I've ever seen somebody have was my wife and my best friend's wife drank an entire bottle of, what was it? It was some sort of flavored vodka mixed with apple cider. And oh my God, they were I don't think I've ever seen somebody that hungover. Like they didn't even get the benefit of waking up still drunk. They just woke up with like a 5-alarm hangover.
Oh god.
It was bad.
That was my ex with fucking Kinky. She fucking loved that shit.
Yeah, and it's like, well, the problem with Kinky is like, yeah, my wife used to do like shots of that stuff, and she'd do like 40 of them because it's like 7% alcohol and like 400 grams of sugar.
You know, she'd be like drinking from the bottle and then arguing with me. I'm like, yeah, and I'm the problem. Okay.
Oh no,
That's a red flag, Jake.
More red flags than can sail the 7 seas, and I'm Captain fucking Jake.
Yeah, you go to the bar looking for red flags. But yeah, well, Kinky.
I don't think I've ever had that stuff before, to be completely honest.
Kinky.
I
haven't
got-
even seen it in a long time. It was supposed to be like a mixer for vodka. Like you were supposed to like mix it with vodka, but it had like a little bit of alcohol in it. It's a liqueur, I guess, and it kind of tastes like strawberry. What am I thinking of? What's the candy? Starburst. It's like sweet.
Yeah, like a pink Starburst.
Yeah, it's really fucking sweet and it's pink.
Oh, that's real sweet. I can't.
Oh yeah, it's rough.
I've never
And they
been
have
able to do real sweet alcohol stuff. It will give me the worst stomach ache and just ruin my night immediately.
My senior year of high school, I
have to be
lived off of
careful.
Smirnoff Ice
Ugh.
Oh no.
because for some reason, the gas station, like near where we'd all party, wouldn't sell us beer underage, but they would sell us Smirnoff Ice. and King Cobra 40s. But if we ever tried to get anything other than that, they would card us. So I don't know if they didn't think like Smirnoff Ice actually had alcohol in it or something. I don't know. But we like for spring break my senior year, we went in there and bought them out of Smirnoff Ice. I think we bought like it was something wild, like 500 bottles of it, and we went down to Jacksonville, Florida, because somebody had like their parents had a townhouse there, and it sucked terribly. So we spent like one night there and then went home, and it's literally all we were drinking for like the rest of the fucking year in the summer. And that you want to talk about sweet and hangovers, like, ugh. Especially when you're binge drinking like a fucking 18-year-old.
Oh, God, when I was
Go on.
I was gonna say when I was 18, I'd fucking drink UV and Vanilla Crown.
Together?
No, not together, but like
Oh, that's what I thought. I was like, God damn, dude. Like, fuck.
I mean, that's not terrible. You know, that's about on par for that age. But I was 18 the first time that I had that sugar issue with alcohol, and it was at Margaritaville of all places. My dad had ordered one of the margaritas, and he was like, "I can't fucking finish this. This is horrible." And I was like, "I will take that off your hands gladly, Father."
Thanks, Pops.
And I mean, he might have drank maybe half of it, maybe. And then by the time we left, and we were in Vegas, we were walking to Caesar's Palace, and I was like on this little tram thing that goes across the road, so you don't have to cross the street. It was like a little conveyor belt thing, and I had to like crouch down on it because my stomach was just cramping the fuck up, and I felt like shit.
Especially a
Thankfully, it didn't
margarita.
last very long.
I've
Yeah,
never,
from the
I've-
margarita.
I've never had anything sweet mixed with tequila, but I do feel like that has got to be like the apocalyptic mix for a bad time is sugar and tequila.
But like,
I had one.
not every margarita does that to me though.
Well,
And some
margarita
people
shouldn't
like,
be sweet.
it might be the tequila. And I'm like, don't you fucking say, don't
Could
you?
even be the lime.
No, I love limes. I eat limes straight. So no, it's not the lime. It's not the tequila.
No, but like
it's
the mix might have had too much citric acid or some shit, and it fucked
No.
your stomach.
Now I'm just
It's the
imagining
sugar. I know for one. I know it's the fucking sugar.
my new image now is Charlie eating limes, but like hungover and eating them like an apple, like skin and all. Just like
God, no! I cut it in half.
throwing potato olays at her cat, so leave her alone. Go away, cat.
Leave me alone, Freddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cat.
no, it's not every margarita does it to me. So like when I went to it's weird. I went to Mexico. I had like pina coladas, all that shit. Nothing.
That's a real
Yeah,
one,
it's
though.
probably the mix. It had to be the mix because some of
I
those
think
like
it is
pre-mixes you
mix.
buy are just so garbage.
Yeah.
Which is why we don't
Especially
do
because it's
my
definitely the Jimmy Buffett.
yeah. My wife loves margaritas, but we don't do them a lot because I'll only do them and she'll only drink them if they're kind of like made from scratch. And you're getting into some pretty serious costs for a night of margaritas. There, you're talking about a decent tequila. You know, she won't do triple sec because that's all fucking sugar. So it's got to be what's the one, Grand Marnier. You know, and then limes. And I do make a good margarita for somebody who doesn't like tequila, but you know.
I love tequila for shots, but other than margaritas, I do have an issue drinking it. I can't handle the smell like that long, and I can always smell it in the drinks.
Tequila's one of
always
those.
taste-
Tequila is definitely the one. Like the smell takes you. You go back in time when you smell tequila. You
Who
know,
was it that got those like prickly pear tequila sunrises?
Those are probably pretty good.
At the Rusty Tap.
oh,
Because I remember me, you, and Charlie did it, and Charlie's like, "Ugh, this has tequila in it."
I don't remember. I remember Holly got us a tequila shot, I think,
Holly
Oh,
got
is
us
Holly?
a lot of tequila shots.
but I don't remember much after that place. Honestly, I don't remember what I drank.
No,
Like,
I remember leaving WTF and walking in there and somebody ordering tequila shots.
Yeah.
And then I kind of remember getting back to Beth and Greg's, and Beth Grubhubbed like $300 worth of Wendy's French fries. Like it was,
It was
yeah,
only like $100, but still, it's
it was
$100.
I think it was 200. It was a lot of fucking money. I remember Greg being like, "What the fuck?" And she was like, she was drunk, so she didn't realize like she was literally just like she ordered like all. It was like maybe like one junior bacon cheeseburger, 2 orders of nuggets, and then like 10 orders of fries.
They had a lot of food. That was funny.
Yeah, that tequila and me don't mix well. Do not mix well. That's why I try to stay away from tequila because,
So margaritas in Vegas in April?
I do want to try mezcal though.
Mexico. I will say when we were in Mexico after Christmas, me and my wife, I did some mezcal. Like they were shots. They came in a shot, but I didn't like really necessarily shoot them back. I would kind of like maybe
it?
not even like I didn't sip it per se, but like I'd take like two sips to clear it, you know. But what they would do, they would salt the rim of the shot glass with tahini seasoning, and then they had like this smoky mezcal. That shit was good.
I got a good recommendation for that.
Yeah.
Illegal mezcal.
What was it called?
Illegal.
Illegal? Okay.
I want to say somebody in the chat maybe brought that up. Maybe not. I don't know. But
Yeah, no, that's a really good one. I met the owner at this concert right here, and he like brought drinks over to us, and he was like, "Try my mezcal," and I was like, "Damn, never had it before, but this is pretty good." And it was just mezcal and tonic water.
Nice.
Interesting.
nice. But typically, like if I'm in a setting that like a beach or something where people go margaritas or tequila, heavy tequila, I'm more of a mojito guy. Like mojitos. So
It's a good one. A little bit of mint, lime.
if they do it
Rum
right,
base, right?
yeah, white rum. But a lot of places will use simple syrup and they overdo it and it's sweet.
Yeah.
I don't like them super sweet. I like them a little bit more tart. So
Yeah.
a lot of lime.
And I guess you could, that you just tell them that too, and they'll. easy
No,
on
the
syrup.
resort, the bartender there, Pedro, made them perfectly. So I drank a lot of them.
Oh, good.
But they're also like half seltzer water, so it's also staying hydrated, you know? So
That's what I like about like the vodka seltzers.
Mhm.
Like it does help because you are drinking a little bit more water than you would be other.
yeah.
So,
I've heard
think it does
debates. I've
something
heard
different.
debates on whether like seltzer water actually hydrates you the same as normal water.
Why wouldn't it?
I've heard that it
I
actually
don't know.
hydrates you more, right?
I don't know. I've heard people say it doesn't because of the CO2, like the carbonation. My dentist tells me that the carbonation is bad for your teeth.
Yeah, I've heard carbonated stuff isn't great for you.
And I mean, but I was like, my teeth are to the point of no return, so whatever.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how.
gonna
I don't
be
know.
getting-
But if it's carbonated water, like carbonated drinks, like yeah, mostly the carbonated drinks were fucking sodas, or things that were packed with sugar.
Yeah.
But if it's just carbonated water,
Yeah, I don't get it either. Somebody in the chat might know. Does it? Like, I don't see why it wouldn't. But I'm not a scientist, you know? I mean, vodka is like water. Why wouldn't that hydrate you? Bud Light's mostly water, you know?
I don't think that they would consider stuff like that even out like alcoholic drinks in Europe because it's only 4%.
Coors Light is Rocky Mountain spring water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. And who knows what they do in Europe? Crazy people. I had a cousin come over one time from England, and all he wanted, because he was 19, so he could drink there but not here. So I was like, okay, like we can't really go out, but like just come to my apartment, we'll just drink, you know. He's like, oh, like can you get Budweiser? And I was like, yeah, like yeah, I can. Like if
You
that's
just
what
wanted
you
to
want.
try like the American.
No, over there at the time, this was like the late 2000s. over there, like the club scene for like kids in London, they were all drinking Budweiser. But I got him Budweiser. I even splurged and got the bottles, right? Because everything tastes better out of a bottle than a can. And he's like, "Oh, this is not the same Budweiser."
I know. Well, wasn't it like a Belgian? Didn't it something about Belgium with Anaheim and Anaheim English,
InBev.
something like that?
InBev, the company that owns them, is out of Belgium. So I'm assuming they probably had a little bit different formula
Yeah.
for
There's the
Europe,
real
and
recipe,
they
and then
just
there's
branded
ours.
it like as this cool,
Yeah.
like cool American beer, kind of like how everybody fucking drinks Stella here and tries to like act like they know what they're fucking doing, you know? Where Stella
I
is
like
just
Stella because it's terrible.
Stella's just the Bud Light of Europe.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, what's
not
on the
really
menu? Like,
remarkable,
it's
remember.
like, oh, I went to somewhere. Everything on the beer list is IPAs. Oh, but you have Stella. Just bring me that. You know?
Yeah, that's how I would be too. I'm not a big IPA person. I
Ugh.
can't.
It
Too
tastes like
much.
fucking stomach bile.
Too much.
Oh, like there's a few out there where like I can have one. You know, I can have one, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, yep, all done with that. Time for the big boy drinks now. Like I said, I don't even drink a lot of beer anymore, just because I don't know. Maybe it's age, or now I'm just realizing, like back in the day, like if I drink more than like 3 beers somewhere, like I feel like I'm like ready to just roll out of the fucking restaurant.
I agree,
Sorry,
Sarah.
Pat's cracking me the fuck up right now.
Who
He
is?
looks so dumb. Look at his eyes.
Who is that?
Sorry.
Who said what? That's so funny in the chat.
No, her cat looks dumb.
Like, look at his eyes. As I'm scratching his chin.
Oh,
It's cross-eyed.
I will say I like that cat on social media right now. It just looks pissed off all the time. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's like this gray cat, and he just always has
Oh,
like the
and, like-
most like angrily disappointed look on his face.
But he's like has a drink in front of him and like the disco ball.
Mm. He's just always
Oh.
Same one. And
pissed
he's
off.
just like looking. Like
Oh.
most people after they get off of work when they go to the bar.
Yeah. All right, listener questions. See what we got. I told him to make them weird this time, so hopefully we got some weird ones. We already had that one. I'm pretty sure like this app like gives me one. Missing anyone? We're not going there. Like, I want to get together soon. Well, this is anonymous, so okay.
Okay.
We do need to do a get together. Jake's trying to talk us into going to some Screamo concert festival in Vegas.
Screamo, honey.
I don't know.
Dude, System of a Down in a perfect circle?
Well, first off, Jake, a perfect circle does not exist in nature. So,
It does if it's James Maynard Keenan, all right?
see, three names.
James Keenan.
3 names. Serial killer.
Of music. Cause he kills it. Aw.
Another not question. I love your style. Thank you. I worked very little on it.
Like your style.
I literally just wear shirts that I print in my screen printing shop. I'm like, oh, that's a cool design, and it's free. That's why
I actually
everything's
did
black
like
now.
your hoodie. I was not.
Oh, this one?
Earlier.
This one's actually, I got this from Mike Tyson's website, and I sent it to Giorgio because he sent me some like surplus equipment they had around for podcasting. So I sent him a bunch of Mike Tyson stuff as a thank you, and he gave me the wrong address.
Oh,
And then he would never respond to my DMs to get the right one. So I was just like, well, I guess it's my fucking hoodie now. R.I.P. Giorgio. You'll be missed, buddy. Okay, yes. Why does poop feel like it comes out sideways sometimes?
You know?
I know what you're talking about, those real dry ones where you're like, God damn, like you might need medical attention to stuff your asshole back in afterwards.
Feels like you're shitting out a rectangle.
Yeah. or like the pine. Have you ever had like the pine coney one?
Yeah, I just need to drink more water there.
Yeah, you're
Too
dehydrated.
dehydrated.
You're too dehydrated, buddy. Those are problems for people Jake's age, like in their
Sucked all
20s.
the moisture up from that.
I've really found my hack in life because I love spicy salsa. So I eat spicy salsa like every day, and it forces me to drink like 3 gallons of water. So, but that
I
was a
thought you
good
were
one.
just gonna say that it like it just keeps it all loose.
That it will do that occasionally. I'll go overboard, especially if I do like spicy salsa and then get like Chipotle for lunch as well. And it's just all water and pepper, you know. You're the best. Love you. Thank you.
I like how our listeners listen. They really listen.
You know. I said to
A
make.
for effort.
I said ask us weird questions. It's literally
I
like
love you.
this is like talking to my fucking kids, right? Like I asked them for something, like hey dude, go clean your room. Dad, I love you. Like, not what I asked for, bro. I appreciate it, but like, can you maybe
That's
just
very sweet, but that no.
can you maybe
Or they
just follow a fucking direction? You know?
Or they just look at you and just kind of look at you funny and just like, why does it feel like I poop sideways sometimes?
Yeah.
That's valid.
Oh, if quizzes are quizzical, then what are tests? Government tracking systems. That's all standardized testing is. How do vampires dress so fancy if they can't see their reflections?
They can see their clothes, but they can't see their bodies.
Yeah, they can look down.
It's like green screen, except reverse. You're not a floating head, you're just like a floating shirt.
But all the times it's like they're completely gone.
See,
Or-
that's propaganda. So when you see a vampire, you just think,
You would only see the clothes. That
Yeah,
makes
no.
sense. But all the time it's just kind of like they're like on the scene, and like she's dancing with Dracula, and they, drop the curtain, and there's a huge mirror, and she's dancing by herself. It's like, but
so Dracula's buck ass naked, all right?
it's
Well,
like
he
the
is a
same thing.
shape.
Like,
He is a shapeshifter. So are his clothes actual clothes, or is that just the form in which he's shaping?
right? Because he goes into a bat, and then he becomes human again, and there's his clothes. So it's just like, how does that work?
Womb
they
just
shrink with him and
Womb
then
just
just pop
DM'd
back
me
up?
and said, "Why is pooped tapered on both ends?" It's so your butthole doesn't slam shut.
Boom!
Yeah. Duh. Everybody knows that. Idiot. If you had to delete one thing from your browser history before you die, what would it be?
See, so I use DuckDuckGo, so I just have the burn all option. So
Wait, what was that? I was laughing at Womb saying, did he call him Dracula? Dracula.
Dracula?
I might have said
Dracula?
It might have been a little bit close to Dracula.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So, if you had to delete one thing from your browser history before you die, what would it be?
Nothing. If you want to see the dumb shit I look up, that is on you.
90,
You have to live with this, not me. I'm fucking dead.
Yeah,
I don't
90%
give
of
a
the
shit.
time, I'm pretty cool. It's going to be like weird, embarrassing questions like, how do you spell definitely? You know?
Right? It's gonna be like, why is she looking up Helen Mirren as Morgana in Excalibur 1982?
You know, like, because I've talked about this before. I feel like every adult has at least one word that they should know how to spell but can't. And for some fucking reason, my dumb ass can never get definitely.
mine is
Necessary for
gorgeous.
me. The S's and the C's.
Yeah,
I'm like, you go
necessary is a
fuck
good one.
yourself.
Yeah. But like autocorrect will always pick up necessary for me. But definitely it's like, did you mean defiantly? Like, no.
Fuck you. That's when I do the voice to text, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut right
But-
through this.
You know, there are random days throughout a year where, you know, the Pornhub rabbit hole does get a bit dark,
Around Christmas.
you know, and where that post-nut clarity is real bad.
You start hitting the
It's like that
Nautilus.com.
meme. It's like that meme, like from Avengers. Like maybe I am a monster, you know.
I mean, you didn't make it. You're just watching it. Don't
I'm just
flatter
there.
yourself.
You didn't make it, but you're the one coming to it.
Have you ever regretted a comment left on the Drinking Bros YouTube channel? No.
Not like a comment, like the live chat, but not like a who the fuck comments?
Maybe that's what they
I
mean.
don't understand doing that.
In the
Honestly.
live chat, maybe. My only regret would be like dropping a joke that didn't play or something, you know.
Or like when you drop something really funny and someone enters the chat just then, and so everyone just misses that because everyone's saying hi.
Yeah. So, no. What is the real difference between queso and cheese, and why are they the same?
One is liquid and one is solid. What's the difference between ice and fucking water?
But it's both fucking cheese, Charlie.
It's in different states.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
cheese.
So, maybe one day.
Which is why you have to say, like, is it liquid or is it solid?
Maybe one day
you have to state
science
that
will
difference.
create a cheese that is in gas form.
Womb, there just needs to be a fucking subreddit of Womb's search history. All right?
Oh, yeah. We really do need to have him on and just be like, or not even have him on, just like maybe on our Instagram, like a weekly curated like top 5 subreddits presented by Womb Raider. You know, like, God, that
But
dude.
Womb,
That dude knows Reddit like some people know the fucking Bible.
but to be fair, Womb, somebody called Bill this. Like, he didn't use it. He was called that himself. Does
Yes.
that change the does that change it?
Maybe, but once I learned what it was, I probably should stop telling that story so openly. But I'm also
With
quoting.
How proud you say it?
I mean, it's almost like that Dave Chappelle skit where he calls the white guys the N-word.
What's their last
You know, I'm
name?
like, dope. You know? This Asian dude thinks I'm black. All right. Last one. Again, the same one. We're not doing that one. So. But somebody asked in the chat where they submit these questions. They're on the Nooner Nation IG page. So go follow that. I put them up Thursday mornings. The link on Thursday morning in our stories. So go check that one out. Well, interesting show. I feel like we started slow and then escalated into, you know, typical madness. The why did the poop come out sideways one? That was,
Somebody was struggling in that moment.
yeah, somebody was like, if there was inflection in text, it was like, why does poop come out sideways? You know?
That was one of those ones where you get a selfie from your friend sweating on the toilet with a send help.
Yeah. You know, rough.
The only help is an enema, so good luck there.
Just drink more water, bro. You know? Just drink more water.
Stop eating so much cheese.
Cheese doesn't do it for me, you know?
I mean, eat the cheese, just drink water.
Yeah. Chase the water or chase the cheese with water or vodka and water, you know? Just get water in you. You have to mix it with something,
right.
you know? The one thing is, I went through a phase one time I was hungover and I drank like 6 liquid IVs back to back. And my pee looked like some sort of nuclear waste.
This is super bright.
It was like green and like bright green.
Like the beginning of fucking role models where they're just
Yeah,
like fucking
exactly
pissing.
like that. Exactly like that.
Oh my gosh.
Like the ooze from fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's fucking wild.
Kind of like, imagine being the first guy that ate a shit ton of beets. You know? The next thing you know, he's
Does that
pissed.
color your pee?
It'll turn you, like, if you eat a bunch of beets, it'll turn it like blood red.
Oh, it's scary.
I don't think I've ever had a beet before in my life.
For our
didn't know
first
that.
anniversary, we went to Oktoberfest in Germany, and our hotel had like they had like the coffee thing inside, but they also had like this like really fancy like tea service in the room, and it had this beet tea, and my wife loved it and drank it, and then the next morning she thought she had like a kidney infection or something. I was like, no, it's because you drink all this fucking beet tea.
Interesting.
Wasn't there like a '90s cartoon where everybody ate beets? Was that Doug? Were they all
Yeah, no, they didn't eat beets. That was a band,
Oh.
the Beatles.
Hmm.
Their song was "Killer Tofu."
It wasn't banging on a trash can?
What?
The Doug song where he sings banging on a trash can?
I don't remember
No?
that one.
All right. But the Beatles, I-U, killer tofu. Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was play on the Beatles.
Well, before we bore anybody else into submission, you already know what to do. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Go to iTunes, rate and review. Leave a 5-star on Spotify. Tell your friends. We've gained 1 follower or 1 subscriber on YouTube since last week. So we're back to 215. Yeah, let's make that 216 by next week. So share with your degenerate friends for sure. So, anyways, for Jake,